The following presentation focuses on ADA conflict of interest allegation number 8. This conflict focuses on a municipal contractor who was conflicted by representing multiple interests, leading to biased representation. This conflict surrounds Charlene Leblanc, who simultaneously represented multiple interests within the municipality of Argyle. Operating as the ADA development officer for the municipality, simultaneously was the owner-operator of Leblanc Seeded Lines, an aquaculture business, was also appointed to the board of directors for the Aquaculture Association of Nova Scotia, and was a local champion for Deon's Oyster Company, seeking to turn Lobster Bay into an industrial park on the sea. So why is this a conflict? Representing both industry and government in the same position creates a fundamental conflict of interest because the two often have competing priorities, obligations, and incentives. Government roles are meant to serve the public interest by developing, enforcing, or overseeing policies impartially, while industry roles are typically driven by profit, market advantage, and the interests of specific stakeholders. Let's take a look at the evidence. Emails show Charlene Leblanc offered Colt and Deon full bias and support to pick the locations they desired. This fixes the outcome for Deon's. Charlene offered full insider access to ADA as it developed, allowing Deon's to influence the outcomes as they desired. The data created was in full confirmation bias. Instead of testing water all over the bay, Charlene allowed the Deons to pick their desired location and then keep testing the same location to build a history of supporting data. Charlene Leblanc, in her role as a municipal development officer, consistently provided data and readings that would be used to justify the selection of the Salt Bay location for Deon's. This data was never offered to the public in any form or forum. It's the view of many that Charlene Leblanc was operating in conflict until she left the municipality by April 13, 2022. By this time, she transitioned to only representing the Aquaculture Association of Nova Scotia on their board of directors, as owner of Leblanc Seeded Lines, and as an independent consultant to assist applicants in completing their lease applications. Email evidence shows the Aquaculture Association of Nova Scotia aggressively lobbied and indoctrinated the municipality and councillors, using Charlene Leblanc as their agent at the municipality. When the municipality and province held open houses for the aquaculture industry, Charlene Leblanc was represented as Leblanc Seeded Lines. Further, the Aquaculture Association of Nova Scotia often promoted Charlene Leblanc as a consultant to assist with applications. Strangely, the municipality has redacted her name in these emails. Managing a conflict when representing both industry and government in the same position requires clear safeguards to protect objectivity, transparency, and public trust. This includes formally disclosing all potential conflicts of interest, establishing strict boundaries around decision-making authority, and recusing oneself from matters where interests overlap or could reasonably be perceived as bias. And that's exactly what happened in this situation with the ADA. In this instance, the contractor failed to manage and inoculate herself from the obvious conflicts between her multiple roles. She did not balance the needs of the constituents of Argyle with industry expansion. Her local business objective with Leblanc Seeded Lines was supercharged by the direct lobbying of the Aquaculture Association of Nova Scotia, who offered her a position on their board of directors in return for inside influence and indoctrination of aquaculture expansion in Argyle as the ADA development officer. Independent oversight, documented processes, and adherence to ethical guidelines are essential to ensure decisions are based on public interest rather than private gain. In some cases, delegating certain responsibilities or implementing cooling-off periods can further reduce this risk. This was not managed properly here. Ultimately, proactive conflict management is necessary to maintain credibility, accountability, and the integrity of both government and industry roles. While the contractor failed to manage this properly, so did the municipality's oversight, being the CAO and council. This allowed unfair bias and influence from the industry on the municipality. Thank you.